Taking a break from his busy schedule of hand-washing and rewatching Tiger King. It's time for BSing with Big Nate.
Welcome into another installment of BSing with Big Nate. I'm Big Nate, and we're on lockdown of sorts. I can't really get into the station very well, and, well, hell, I needed to do something, needed to see some people. So I am joined by Joe, Richard, Steve-O from Braincell. What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
How's it going?
How are we all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired from work, but other than that.
All right, so full disclosure, Joe, Steve-O, Richard, they all know this. Technology has proven to not be my friend in this time. So this is like the third attempt we're having this conversation. So we're going to have some fun. We wanted to make sure it was perfect, so we're going to start things off. What's going on in the Braincell world?
Same old stuff. We're working on a new EP and trying to get this music video released and coming up with more music.
All right, so when can we expect this EP? Where's it at in the process right now?
Let's see. All the drums are tracked. Guitars are pretty much tracked, and I think we just need to finish up some bass tweaks as well, and then Joe will come in and do some vocals. I believe COVID's kind of thrown us all off right now, so it may push things back some, but if anything, it gives us a little more time to work on the EP and make it sound just like we want it to.
That's what I like. And so you've got a music video you're trying to put out as well. How obviously COVID-19 putting delay on certain things. How are we looking on that?
Well, the video's already been recorded. We're actually finished up on that. All the editing's done on it as also. We went through a guy based out of Farmville, Bobby Huatari, does his own video production, but it's coming out pretty good. Looks awesome. I think we're just trying to finalize the track now behind the actual video part. So once the music track is done, we'll be able to publish and release that hopefully within the next few weeks.
Excellent. So that's something to be on the lookout for. What are you guys doing to cope with the isolation here? What do we got going on in your worlds?
Well, my job's still going strong. We have a few customers that would reschedule, but other than that, just working and just trying to get this EP together. And it's crazy because, it's up the whole, safety precautions on, you gotta wear masks, gloves, make sure like nobody's sick in the home, which is understandable. And a lot of people don't want us in the homes either. So, like Steve-O, he's been working like a madman because of it. He'll tell you more about it, but.
Yeah, COVID-19 overtime has been real good to me. Besides, I took a 3-week vacation because work has just been nuts. Everything's been real crazy lately. So I took most of my paid time off for the year. And I'm spending my days repainting my mom's house, fixing up her house, and video games.
Definitely video games in there.
Video games are a must.
Oh, yeah.
Essential.
Escapism.
Yeah, there was a video game store. I'm not going to name any names. My brother-in-law works there, but they sent out a memo basically arguing that they were an essential business and they had to keep open and put all of their employees at risk. And I just remember thinking that's such a bonehead decision because the Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, all these shipping services are still running. It just boggles the mind. And while I do appreciate the convenience of being able to go out and pick up a game, I don't remember the last time I did that. It's all digital.
Yeah, and the last few games I've purchased have been digital, so I haven't even walked into any stores.
I was honestly shocked they were still doing that much business that they deemed it essential.
Everybody wants to feel essential during these times, I think.
That's what it is. So we tell our essential, and then the universe will make it so. All right, so we're going to play a game here. It's something that I like to play We played it a little bit yesterday, and it went so well. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna start a little rapid fire action for you. Essentially, these are questions. Y'all can choose who's answering, who wants to answer, but basically, you just got to answer your gut feeling. No reasoning, no logic to it. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Briefs.
All right. So this is a hypothetical fight. Who wins? Jason Voorhees, Rambo, or Michael Myers?
Jason.
Jason Voorhees, but Michael Myers would be a close second.
Okay. Same question. Striper or Slayer?
Player.
Ooh, Slayer.
Slayer.
Really? No Striper? I'm shocked.
Still not a striper fan.
No, me neither.
Which Kiss member had the best face paint?
Eric Carr.
Joe's a Kiss fan.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah, probably Gene.
It would have been my choice as well. What is the first thing you're all going to do once everything gets back to normal, as it were?
I think I'm gonna go hug some people.
Go to Disney World.
Just random people. Hey, you need a hug. Come here.
Definitely go out to the show.
There. Go out for a show?
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. That's been the hardest thing. There's actually saw an online. They're calling it an online festival. It's called Play On Fest, but they're just taking a bunch of different live archival footage this weekend, Friday through Sunday, and from like noon to midnight each day, they're gonna have constant like concerts rolling. And I don't know how you get the authorization to do that, but it does bring me to my next question: Dream Festival lineup. Who would you like to see on a 3-day bill? I mean, you can just give me your headliners. We don't have to go through like a whole 40-act festival.
Lord, Misfits, and Gore.
You say Lordy, Misfits, and Gore.
Yeah.
Are they all playing the same night, or are they headlining each night? Like you go Lordy, Misfits, Gore, and also which Misfits lineup?
Well, I guess the only one that will do the show, which is probably the Glenn era, Glenn Danzig, Doyle, and Jerry only. So, and if I had to go back in time, I would probably bring back Dave Brocky for the Gore vocalist. You know, I feel like that would be a really fun one.
All right, I'll give you that. Richard, what do you got?
Let's see. I'd probably stay pretty proggy and maybe Periphery, Veil of Maya, and maybe some Animals as leaders, all in the same night.
All in the same night?
All in
So
the same night.
You gotta fill the rest of the weekend with something.
I'll be recovering from that awesome lineup.
I can dig it. Steve-O.
Shoot. Pantera. Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then Black Sabbath when Ozzy was all drugged out. Because I'm sure they were insane to see back then. But yeah, Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah.
I like
that'd be
most
good
of those lineup requires a time machine.
too.
I was told there was a time machine.
Not for that particular question, but we do have a time machine game we also play here, and we'll go ahead. We'll start with my first one. So you can go back in time and tell 10-year-old yourself one thing. You get like one sentence. What do you say to 10-year-old Joe? Richard, Steve-O.
Save your money.
Save yourself.
Music did that for me, so we're all good here.
Probably tell myself no Liberty Spikes throughout high school. I don't know. It's very cringy looking back on it.
Your photos of like you rocking the Liberty Spikes.
Oh, dude, I have like the hard copies and they're locked away like 10 times.
You must see them and use them for a flyer.
We need to get our hands on.
Yes.
I mean, I look back, like my driver's license photo, I had long hair all throughout high school, and like looking back at pictures, I'm like, Jesus Christ, why did no one stop to face. It's like still curly. Like I thought it looked cool as hell, but honestly, it had the texture and the thickness of Gene Simmons' hair, so that just looked dopey as hell. It's probably weighed $150, tall, afro wearing jackass. What about you, Richard? What are you telling yourself back in time?
Oh man, stop focusing on girls and pay attention in school more. I think that would have been the best thing for me.
That's solid advice.
I think so.
You heard it here. Richard's the role model of Braincell very, very clearly. So I've got another time machine question, and I'm dying to hear the answer to this one. So you can go back in time, any period, any place, and you can leave exactly one item. Where are you going? What are you leaving? And why?
I'm gonna let them.
I would go to the set of whatever was the most hugely popular porno of the mid 70s and leave them a nice package filled with lawnmowers by Manscaped.
Solid. That's
Because
solid.
that ripple in time of being Manscaped, who knows what kind of crazy stuff we would have for Joe to watch in the privacy of his own home.
Could definitely progress things. I mean, we look at Ireland shut down all of their pubs for St. Patrick's Day, and within 2 days they had created a new test for the coronavirus. So it's just little things like that that just change the shape of history.
Oh yeah.
What do you got, Richard?
I'd have probably gone back, maybe bet on a sports game, gave myself the answer, become a millionaire, been able to buy all the guitars I ever wanted in my life, all the fine stuff in life.
I mean, but expand on that one, because you don't necessarily need to go back and bet. You could just go really far back, put like $50 in the bank, and put the account in your name, and then just collect it later. You don't even have to bet. You don't have to deal with any seedy booking.
Okay, well then that's an even better way. That's probably the easiest way to go about that.
If you had gone back in time and told 10-year-old yourself that, your answer would be different now, I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Joe, you hit us with something pretty heavy yesterday. So do you want to double down and stick to your answer, or do you want to do it?
Absolutely. I would leave a note in JFK's car the day he was shot. The note would say "duck."
That could definitely change the course of history. That's pretty impactful. So, where can the lovely viewers interact with y'all?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram.
Bandcamp.
We got Bandcamp, yeah. We got our online store on there as well. We do have T-shirts and new patches out. Hopefully soon, just in time for the summer. I'm going to try to make an order for beanies. So we're going to have a lot of
Just
stuff.
in time for summer.
You'll never look as cool as you will rocking a Braincell beanie in the middle of July.
Absolutely.
It's possible that no one will see us. It's entirely possible. There's actually some pretty cool T-shirts over there. One that I've thoroughly enjoyed is the Beavis and Butthead Undead style.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
We
We're
were
going through the lawsuit right now.
That would be some shit, though. We were all just sitting out on DJ's back porch, and we were all discussing T-shirt ideas, and happened to run across this Beavis and Butthead design. So I messaged the artist, and we worked out a deal, and he was actually enthusiastic about wanting us to, use his art, and so I edited it and put our name on it, and he liked it. Pay a small fee, and he was very thankful. His name is Rob Sachetto. He does a lot of zombie artwork. He's done a lot of comics, I believe. But yeah, he's great guy to talk to. He does like portraits. You know, if you want to take a family portrait, send it to him. He can turn you into a zombie pretty much. So that's how that came.
Support local
All
arts.
my mom's getting for Christmas.
Be a hell of a Christmas card.
Oh yeah, we're sending that out to everyone. See if we. I mean, hell, we'll Photoshop Jesus in there, and we'll get a nice tree. I'm already picturing it's gonna be the gift that either keeps on giving or gets me disowned. But we'll see what happens.
Get fruitcake.
So a lot of bands right now are doing things online where they're going acoustic, stripping down, and I want to know when are we going to see an acoustic Braincell number on our Facebook?
Oh man.
First, I got to learn how to sing.
I think also if we go into acoustic guitars, it probably help too.
Yeah, that could make things a little tricky. So just something to mull over is maybe an acoustic Braincell set.
I feel like it would be a really cool idea because some of these songs that these guys are coming up with are really good, and playing them on acoustic, and I feel like it would be a really cool thing, but that's up in the air. So, I mean, it's a really good idea. But,
all right. So I've got another question here that I wanted to ask, and it met some hesitance yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and change it up a little bit. What are you guys listening to during the quarantine?
Joe?
Me personally, I've been listening to In Flames, the Misfits, newer stuff, Parasite Inc. Just anything that these guys, present to me, I'll just take a listen to them, and if I like them, I'll continue to listen to them. And more regional artists that we know from connections on Facebook and Spotify, I'll just kind of like reach out and just listen to the people that we've played shows with, because they deserve it as much as we do. So
yeah.
Just everybody who is around here, we try to support. I listen to most of that stuff too. So that's what I've been listening to is other bands. Sincere from Texas, Autopsy Affair from Hampton, of course, Seasons from Richmond, and a few of our local talent, Two Sides of Me and Dead Era. Dead Era just dropped an EP, which is pretty solid. So that's what I got.
What about you, Steve-O?
Let's see, a lot of Code Orange. DJ turned me on to them. They're super heavy, not always my cup of tea. Like, for heavy music, it's not the first thing I go to, but Code Orange is wonderful. Benighted, they're a death metal band. They just dropped a new record a little while ago. If you like Black Dahlia Murder, you'll probably like Benighted. And Black Dahlia Murder just put out a new record. So a lot of death metal, a lot of heavy things. And when I'm not listening to heavy metal, it's usually like Stevie Ray Vaughan or like classic rock. But a lot of heavy tunes.
And Richard?
I've actually been more on like an 80s pop kick lately. 80s pop rock. It's kind of some out there bands. Gunship, Kavinsky. Our bassist actually has been keeping me up to date with it, but pretty much listening to like a Stranger Things soundtrack. That's been my go-to quarantine music as of late.
Kavinsky's great for that.
Absolutely.
There was a weird, I guess it coincided with the late or the early 2010s when I started getting into that stuff. I think, have you seen the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
That's what got me in, and there's a lot of stuff out there that I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Kind of cyclical, all the sounds that are coming back. So
yeah,
definitely
I've been enjoying it.
Not an answer I expected, but one that I appreciate. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this edition of BSing with Big Nate. We'll get your link posted, and we'll have some fun. Thanks for joining me. We got to do this again, gentlemen.
Thanks,
you, Nate.
man.
Appreciate it.
Yep.